Well, how's it going, guys? Dom here with Dom's Vlogs. Sorry that I hadn't made a video in a few days. I've been both quite busy and I was a little sick. I still am, but I think I heard like since I'm sick, it doesn't mean I need to stop working. So I want to do something that I just basically did, and I looked at that Stephen King novel, based off of a girl that basically has been getting abused by everybody, including her mother. Then she has like telekinetic powers and starts hurting people. Well, that's the movie I watched, but it's the original. I've watched Carrie, 1976, I think it was called. I think it was called that. I'm not sure. I can just 1976. I think this is the most brutal movies that Stephen King has ever created. But it was one of the darkest. I mean, anything like Misery or I don't know what other movie. The cinematic version of it, where there are creepy scenes and creepy jump scares. Carrie was just depressing. I mean, a little girl getting abused in high school, and yet she uses telekinetic powers in the prom and just kills everybody off. And her walking out of the school and just walking home was just a terrifying experience. I mean, I think it also shows that humiliating a person can be a very bad thing for you, because it'll bite you in the ass. And it sure did with that, like almost everybody. But, I mean, Carrie has been isolated by her own mother after the father left her. And, I mean, I guess the mother used religious practices so that she doesn't been bothered by what happened. I just couldn't explain it. I mean, this movie was horrifying and yet depressing at the same time. You wish everybody would just help Carrie. And yet, and a couple people did. A couple people did. They didn't want these people to get hurt. They don't want Carrie to get hurt, or they just want her peacefully. And I mean, it's so good that she actually had a happy thing almost at the end, but she didn't. Because since those two bullies, I don't even know the names of these characters yet, but where they pulled the rope full of like pig blood, I was like, damn, why did you do that? I mean, Carrie was just having her good time, and now you're just doing that? But I think it's jealousy that caught that in the first place. She was jealous because after what they did to Carrie in the gym, the girls' locker room, you'd be surprised that it would be like that. And of course, yes, I can't show cleavage. I can't show girls getting dressed, but people could show violence and shit because YouTube shit. That's literally it. But I could tell you one thing. Is that this is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. I hadn't jumped my pants off like this in a long time. Literally, I hadn't, like, in most horror movies, I'd be smiling, like this, right here. I wasn't smiling. This was scary. And I think this is what most horror movies need. They need a scare factor to actually bring it back into the person. Because most horror movies also back then gave that spooky feeling back in the day, because you barely used props and, like, effects like CGI. Now, CGI has been made of a lot lately with horror movies, but using props can lead to a good horror movie as well. And I think Carrie has done that pretty well. I mean, we all know Carrie didn't quite did this, did that, and none of this stuff was CGI. It was just prop made. Kind of like if you're using booby traps, it was like that. But God, it was scary because I mean, First off, Carrie in the dress and covered in the pig's blood and literally staring with that with that with that what I'm just gonna call it the 80s type screenshot where you have like two screenshots together, like one shows Carrie, the other shows like maybe a person dying. That is literally the scariest thing. But also the way she like opens her eyes up, that's like it's like Nicolas Cage eye bulging, but way scarier. I mean, let's think about it here. That was so scary, and she didn't even speak a word when she did this stuff. She felt like she had no remorse. And she shouldn't have no remorse. I mean, everybody was treating her badly. They think of her as just the weirdest kid in school when really she's been isolated from the world thanks to her mother. It's her mother's fault. It's those bullies' fault. She shouldn't be punished like this. Now I get it. You can't change anything in the movie. And hell, that's true. I mean, it's very weird to see Carrie go through something like this. And yet she dies in the end. I'm surprised she didn't just leave her mother to rot. I mean, think about it here. She should be in hell, not Carrie. And, I mean, I'm always thinking like that ending scene with Carrie's arm holding the other girl's arm would be something kind of like leading to another sequel or something. Like leading to like Carrie 2, maybe? But I don't think it ever happened. But, like Nostalgia Critic said, there was only one Carrie. And it was that one. I'd never seen a movie quite like this that just scared me. Literally scared me. I'd never been scared like this in my entire life. I mean, I wasn't jump scared like I go like, ooh, like that. No, I was scared by just sitting down and looking at it. See, I'm mostly frightened at stuff that didn't quite jump scare me, even though I do get jump scared a lot. I'm just scared of a person doing bad things and getting blamed for it. And Carrie shouldn't blame for it. Hell, I think that in the that part with the property open thing, I think it was called that, a property for sale, where it says Carrie White is in hell. I don't think they should put that there. But yeah, this movie had balls, and I feel proud of it. I mean, the movie itself was focused on that one reason. Carrie getting her ass kicked, yet kicking everybody else's ass back. And in a way that is so creepy that, yeah, this is probably one of the scariest horror movies I've ever seen in my life. If you find this, I don't know where I found it. I don't think I can find the website, because some websites lead to you, like, with different ads and stuff, and it drives you nuts, but when I found this movie, I was scared shitless. It wasn't Netflix, but it was scaring me shitless. I mean, you gotta see this movie. I'm not joking. You've got to see this movie. Carrie is scary. I'm just gonna say that. Carrie is scary. And I feel bad for her. I really do. She's not the devil. She's just a messed up girl. She just wants a normal life. And she almost got it. Until it was ruined. I don't know what's going on with people nowadays, but we've changed over the years, and we can change for the good. Well, it's time for me to go right now. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you can be notified for all the videos I make. Tell me in the comments below, what type of movie do you think I'm gonna be ready for? Because I'm gonna be ready for Halloween. I'm gonna be ready for Michael Myers. I just wonder if I'm gonna be feeling good to watch it. So, as always, guys, stay scary, and I'll see you next time.